Hi, so this is day three of shooting content for YouTube, for my YouTube channel. And behind me is my bed that I'm yet to make because I took out the bedspread. I need to wash all of them. So I'm gonna put an 8-minute timer to keep me on track because part of me is like, turn on the camera first, you figure it out. So I want to talk about um being in that wait season in your life. Do you ever feel like you're at a place where it feels like a standstill? It almost feels like nothing is happening. And like it's not like nothing is happening. It's like maybe you're just not throwing the dice. You probably not. It's like you wanna hop on a plane and travel, but you need to get a plane ticket. So it's like I want to travel, but do you have a plane ticket? Like to win the lottery you have to at least buy the lottery ticket. So it's like that's what I mean, like throwing the dice. But again, it feels like there's just that stillness, which is not a bad thing to experience stillness. However, when it feels like there's a standstill, that the only thing you can do is create. For me, in my case, that space in my life where there's just a halt and all I can do is to create content, create art. But again, that motivation, that energy, that hunger, it's not there. It's like I need to go back and find out my why. Why do I want to be an artist? What's my story? How do I interpret that? Like right now, it just feels like it's tabula rasa. Like it's not like I don't want to throw the dice. It's I don't know how or where or when or how to start doing it. So I kind of thought, you know what, I'm just gonna come to YouTube and start documenting my life experience on YouTube. I think if I can keep a digital memory of myself, like a digital memoir, that might help me in my pandemic era of life. And I say my pandemic era of life because I'm in my 30s. I don't have a child. You can see my space. There's no man on my bed. There's no child in my space. I don't have a pet. I got my plants. I got me, and I'm in solitude, and this solitude is by choice. Let me tell you something about my bed that thinking about it now and looking at my current situation, it kind of makes sense. So my mom used to tell me that um, I have a twin sister. So my twin sister and I were born on 9th of June, and my sister came out first, and it was my turn to come out, and I literally didn't come out. According to my mom, there were like 9 personnels there, and they were just wondering what was happening. And she said at some point they all left, and I don't know why, but she said they were very curious as to what was happening. They only told her not to push. But as they left, a moment later, I literally pushed myself out of her womb. And that story now as an adult and looking around and seeing how much solitude I live in, how much like I'm in a house. There have got neighbors, but I have a studio space to myself and I'm by myself all the time by myself. And when I think about my birth and think about my current reality, I'm like, okay, maybe I came, even though I had a twin sister, I still wanted to come into this world alone. And maybe it's not a bad thing to want to be by yourself. It's a question of what are you doing when you're by yourself. And for at least 2 years since the pandemic, even since the inception of the pandemic, I've always wanted to do art, to be a digital artist. And it was quite chaotic because I don't have the capital to go to art school. I just graduated from uni, I got university, I got my first degree in mass comm, and there was a lot of like chaos in getting that because it was a work and learn school, and I had to work and study, and so now I'm like learning art self-taught by myself. And that has forced me back into solitude, being by myself and spending so much time alone with myself. And yeah, I said, okay, but what about a lover? I don't do well with lovers. I desire a family. I desire a partner who will be there and not leave. And I know it's such a contradicting thing to say because I always want to be by myself. But I think I might be willing to give up solitude for the right person, you know? For the right person, for the right cause, because I'll be willing to give up solitude. But right now, it's like it's just me and myself and the universe. And I don't really know much about the universe, to be honest. I don't really know much about myself. I really don't know. I really don't know much about a whole lot of things, and there's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. There's the room and the space to learn and evolve. So my time I suddenly I got like 2 minutes more. And what about you? If you got this far, are you out there alone in your space by yourself with no one to talk to, but to just spend the whole day on social media or on the internet, YouTube, Netflix, whatever it is? What do you do with yourself when you have nothing else to do? For me, it's art. I paint, but ever since my therapist said I'm using art as a coping mechanism, I kind of pulled up from art, and I don't know if I really like the fact that she said that, but I'm like, okay, I can still exist, I can just be. And it's okay not to do absolutely anything sometimes, which is quite scary for me because all my life I've been taught that I have to grind, I have to do something, I have to work hard. You see what just popped up? I don't know if you saw that. That was my ladies were on the couch. But anyway, I'm just trying to be myself. Eventually, I would find my tribe. But I don't want to go on thinking, oh, I'm alone, there's no one to talk to, I don't have something to keep me occupied, I don't feel like painting, I don't have a new concept to work on. And then I start to let all this crazy thought drain my mind. I'd rather sit for 8 minutes or 10 minutes, create a YouTube content, maybe spend another 31 hour editing the content, and spend another few minutes trying to post it and say, okay, day 3 of shooting content on YouTube, June 3rd, 2024. And who knows, fast forward to maybe in the near future, I say day 1, day 700 of shooting content on YouTube. But it takes me starting from day 1 right here, in spite of my not knowing where to start or how to place my camera angle or what to show you or not to show you. My timer is going down to 12, 11 minutes. So let me know, do you spend time alone by yourself? And if you do, what do you do to occupy that much time you have to be in that loneliness? Or do you enjoy being by yourself? My timer is up. If this is the only thing I got to do today, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because I never really know how it's gonna work until I try it. And this is me trying it. So I hope my mic was connected, and please leave a red rose if you got to this far. I love you.